and fall in, my fellow scout troopers, to a Napoleon Total War 3 4v4 battle replay today at Bohemia 4-B. Today's replay comes from yours truly. This is a battle I did with the friendly NTW3 Peeps Discord players. So, good day guys, shout out to you and your Discord. Go and check it out, they're a lot of fun. On my team today, we have Duke, Flux, Buzzerd. The other team, we have Johnny the Buffin, my arch enemy, SniperSmithuk, and Don, and Rules 1. Now with that, let's go through the factions today of my team. I am commanding UK Portugal. The UK Portugal has become something of like my favourite faction in this game, I think. I'm just always drawn to them. We have Österreich 1813, got United Kingdom Peninsula, and where's my other teammate over here? But you got here, United Kingdom, maybe two United Kingdom Peninsula armies it would seem. Looking at that. Yes. Our opponents today, we have one Osmali army and 3 French. And Johnny's French army is the one on the left. Now the points today, we have 2 4-pointers and 3 no-pointers, which is pretty much 1 pointer. I think that was suggested here. It was a mixed agreement. I don't think some people wanted it, some people didn't. But in any case, our armies are marching up. As you can see here, it's a great map. There's lots of open space. There's also some trees here, so it makes maneuvering cavalry, I suppose, a little bit tricky. You want to know what kind of direction you want to come from. You want to go here and then branch out like a fork, or if you want to march your cav all the way around here and try to muscle your enemy off the field, if there is any enemy here, and move towards the right from there. Maybe try to outflank your enemies if they move up their forces here. It all depends where Osmali is. So both teams are in constant communication with each other. My teammates was just discussing strategies where we should all go, of course. Now Österreich's leading the charge, and I'm setting up my cav just to help out in case UK clashes with French. I think this is Duke over here. Maybe. I think it's either Duke or Buzzerd. I think Buzzerd was here with me on this side here. Yeah, he's just scanning to see where the French are, and we're also looking for artillery spots to set up. As you can see here, it's very hilly. Presence of enemy cav means we can't just set up our arty straight away and hope our cavalry will protect it. Osmali has huge cavalry factions and can easily swarm other cav units. So, but yeah, the trick is, once we do move up, because we can push back Osmali, I mean all my units can form square pretty much, so cav doesn't really concern me as much. It does concern Austria at 13 here. A lot of units here can't form square, so he's got that to consider. Peninsular armies are also okay, but we agree that the French artillery, if it deploys up here, then we're going to have a tough time of it to a degree. If we march down, we're going to be shot. If we can make it to this gully, we should be alright. Of course, setting up here is going to be tricky because, you know, hills pop up in front of the arty all the time. And so if you want to shoot in this direction and you set up here, you're going to hit the ground for sure, you know. So a map like this has its challenges. I mean, we thought that the French were given a bit of a gift there with the high terrain over there. We felt that their arty could shoot us down here at will, and we might struggle to hit them up there. And Buzzerd actually charged in. Where are my forces? My forces weren't too far away. Yeah, King Jim and Legion here charge in. You can see here, Buzzerd's cav is struggling. He tried to pull out then, but Osmali's locked him in combat. He's trying to outflank him. I'm charging in to try and protect Buzzerd's flank. He's trying to charge, now he's turning them around, he's going to charge. And we're going to hit this unit from both sides. And now the French have shown up, so that's a lot of fun. Osmali's keeping us locked in combat here. Buzzerd's also charging into the French. There comes my Queen Dragoons. Buzzerd's also sent up another unit. Maybe it's the same unit, King German Legion. Now I pulled out, I tried to save my cav. Most of the infantry here has got a nice line of sight, and he's actually, yeah, he's getting some good fire there into the French cavalry. And he was successful there in breaking those units. So we were very happy with that first engagement. We destroyed a lot of Osmali units here. We have some 14th Light Dragoons. They probably should charge 4th if they can. I think they're going to try while they're walking. Kill the cav. I think that was mentioned once at this point of the battle. Kill all the broken cav you can. I sort of panicked a little bit there. I thought maybe my general was dead when I saw the Osmali unit run right by them. Then I let out a sigh of relief once I realized they were broken. One of Johnny's famous traits, and one that he likes to mention from time to time, and I mention all the time too, to be fair as well, he likes to take out my artillery and snipe out my general. So I'm trying to protect my general as tightly as I can and keep Johnny's grubby little paws off him for a change. Now, it was agreed that I was going to march forth and occupy this terrain here, this space, and also help out Duke, if need be, hold his one 4-pointer up the road here. Oh no, getting confused there with the map. Hold the house here. I think maybe we were sort of thinking that if we take the house, hold it, move up our armies, swing around here, potentially take out all the French forces or push them back all the way around here, and we'll also approach them from the front here and just try and put pressure here on this space, because we figured that this is where the French were sort of going to hold up, like this is going to be their fortified position. And so we're thinking of ways to approach it and to take it and try to avoid all that artillery fire we dreaded was going to come our way once we moved closer towards that big hill. And then we saw Osmali here, and Austria is gearing up to engage him. My army's not too far away now. Now, it looked like Austria here was going to assault the town. I'm setting up my artillery too to help out Austria. I figured if Osmali's in the town here and my artillery's on the hill shooting into the town where all these units are, it would only help the Austrian assault. Of course, my I'm thinking of the right word here. My one fear is that my artillery is going to be sniped out. Because I don't have any units here to protect it. I'm relying on my teammates here to protect it. And unfortunately that doesn't always work out. But I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Austria here has units all around my arty. I'm very happy with that. And the elevation of my artillery gives me a good firing position here on the Osmali troops. Now, Osmali troops are known for their long-range rifles. I'm trying to look for the place where Osmali has most units grouped up together. And they shot just a little bit too high there. They lined it up perfectly with my artillery. I couldn't be happier. Now I just need to get a hit on this one, hit on them. And Osmali sees what I'm doing, and he starts peeling off units there. Friends here setting up his forces outside the town. Looks like a bit of a cab battle between Johnny and Duke over here. And you send Johnny packing a bit. Holding that house really helps. Well, I've got more cav here holding our left flank. We've got a bit of French arty here. Now remember what I said though about the terrain being very hilly. This might look bad, but the terrain actually works with us. based on where the French artillery is at the moment. My troops moving up. I tell Buzzerd I'm going to be on his left flank. Jeez, I can't catch a break, can I? Yeah, Austria's got French troops to contend with here, as well as Osmani's forces. Buzzerd, I think, begins coordinating his forces with my own. Looks like I've got some French skirmishers in the town here as well. Fancy uniforms of the French skirmishers. Yeah, I saw one of them fall there. They're not lined up to shoot at the skirmishers. They might be able to fire at them. Yeah, it says they are firing at them. Now Buzzerd's moving towards the artillery here. They might be firing a canister shot. No, they're firing cannonballs. But so far all the cannonballs are either hitting the ground or firing over their heads. And there's no one on my left flank. So I'm starting to think I'm going to push here and try and get this artillery. Try and wipe out this French arty. Buzzerd here is moving up. He has no fear of the French artillery. I'd be a little bit afraid myself. Yeah, canister shot taking them down. That's 2 out of 3 fired so far. There's more. Another clump of English soldiers fell. There's another French player there on Osmani's left flank. They're fighting in a field of poppies. Battle of the Poppy Fields. My forces here still getting into position. Yeah, it's just a lucky artillery hit. Don't worry, my general's still in it. One of the mistakes I did in the past was with my beggar units, I had them more tightly packed, so less rifles firing. You can see how quickly I'm taking these 2 units down. It's 4 on 1. These guys here, they're falling fast. This is melting before me. We've got English cav, they're eyeing a charge here. They're going to try and go after the French arty. There's also some French infantry here as well. The cavalry's been caught on them. And the artillery's not even pointing in my direction. Now I'm going in for a bayonet charge. Cavalry's following suit. Jeez, Don here lost his general. I wonder what took him out. No, I wonder if it was a stray shot or something like that. So shooting the French cav as they ran away. My Royal Fusiliers leading the way. My troops here might be shooting my own men in the back here. I didn't realise this was going on, so not a good move here from me. I'm shooting my own men. Don't know who my soldiers need to be more afraid of, the enemy or me at this point. Austria here taking on 2 armies. Potentially 3. He's being pushed back. His forces are also being divided. We've got a lot of Austrian cav coming in. Mid-tier cav too. Austrian dragoons. Got a nice size charge here on some unsuspecting French cavalry. Smashed them. Now can these guys form square? Will they go after the artillery? Well, looks like the French cavalry is going to try and test him. And we'll find out whether or not the Austrians are up to the task. And he's being surrounded. These guys do a lot of light tier cav. It's still looking too good for the Austrians, and then they broke. That sucks. 82. You know, my artillery is firing away. I got a key unit of cavalry protecting them. Meanwhile, Buzzerd and I are continuing our push. We've got some English cav here scouting out the area, checking for enemy artillery. Surprisingly, there were none on the hill. I was very surprised to see that. Our forces are moving into the streets. And I can see France is trying to evacuate to the rear of the town. So I'm trying to get my units over there and set up a nice firing line as his army is exiting. So I'm hoping to catch him in a crossfire. Between Buzzard's units here marching through the streets firing at him, and my units over here firing at them as they retreat. So let's get a closer look here at the street fight. Oh, we've lost sound. Oh good, the sound's come back. Phew. He's UK showing France the business here. Mind you, I think it's a 2-on-1 scenario. It's the same case though, but the English units here seem to be just overwhelming the French. I've had enough. France is continuing that pull out. My forces have arrived. I'm trying to shoot them as they get through. I'm trying to be as aggressive as I can be, and I'm really glad that we got Buzzard's cav here on my left, just securing my flank as I move around, so that they can't charge cavalry to try and slow me down. You see, Austria has just pulled himself back entirely, and France has tried to pursue him and has actually pulled him away here from Osmali. My forces here moving up. I'm still getting a lot of lucky hits here today. My artillery's not doing that well. We're slowly routing France. I'm surprised he sent cav in though. My infantry's all lined up. But Buzzard seems confident in a victory. I'm still pursuing. Alright, they're firing now. Yep, saw a few go down there. Is that my unit? Yeah, there's my unit in the street. We're getting each other's faces here a lot in this battle. France here tripping over himself a bit, not giving enough space to fire. This organisation, this allows me to shoot at him longer without being fired at. And so we realised if we push more this way, we can actually start to outflank Osmali and the other French play on the hill. So we have to actually assault this hill. That's the new plan, the new game plan. It looks like they took out one of the horses there. We're gonna hit. Canister shot downhill, struggling to get some decent fire. The battle between Duke and Johnny is just getting started, it seems. The Cav fight's into its latency. Looks like Johnny's gonna win that one. The 3rd Dragoons, Bland's Dragoons. The French Cav have the luxury of their general nearby. This is also elite French cavalry too. Johnny's falling back. It seems like here he's firing line better set up than Duke did. But the artillery here, he's also trying to move his army back here so Duke moves up, and so the artillery can fire, I suppose, better into his forces. Got a better firing position. He's a still buddy. I thought they finished that already. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, they killed one or two. So battle over there is just beginning. Over here, my forces have finally reached the other side of the town. We're still moving up through the city itself. We're still moving through the streets. There's my general. He's surrounded by friendly infantry. Ninja has that side well covered. I'm bayonet charging. Forces crumbling before me. Austria's lines here seem to be holding strong. He's a little bit thinned out, but he's still in this. He's also got 3 units coming back that originally ran away. Potentially outflanking the French. Osmali's scrambling to reform his lines here. But if he just quickly counterattacks Austria, he can outflank him. He's got units there. My artillery got sniped out, unfortunately. I'll just mention that. It wasn't by Johnny, but it was from one of his teammates. Now, one of the reasons I charged straight at the artillery is because he had a nice line here of French soldiers between me and his arty. He also killed some of his own troops there. So I figured if I moved in fast enough, I could use his own soldiers as protection. Oh, good hit there on my unit. I'm charging these guys straight in. They just fired, so I got time to get to them. I'm also trying to cover their flanks with my own infantry.
Our men are running, sir.
Now, I think they did their job. Is that French cavalry? No, that's English cavalry coming in there. Getting a good charge down the lines. France trying to counterattack. He's outnumbered. Let's just have a look over here. We've got Osmali surrounded and France surrounded. Like, Osmali's left flank has totally collapsed. Buzzerd's bringing up the middle there. We just got to begin to tighten the noose. More Austrian cav just harassing Osmali as he tries to summit the hill. We're just trying to give our enemies not much time to breathe, almost trying to reorganize themselves. We're just handing their forces into submission.
The men are fatigued, sir.
And Austria has smashed through his enemy. He faced overwhelming odds and is still well and truly in this fight. He's lost a lot of men, but he had a lot of men to start with. He still has a good army left over. France here trying to kill the English cavalry. France is trying to have a showdown with me. I'm spilling a lot of French blood. Yeah, France is folding. Austria is closing on him. We're about done there. Meanwhile, Duke is sort of struggling a bit here with Johnny. He's middle. He's center. He's under a lot of pressure. He's got 3 units over here in reserve. I'm wondering why he's just keeping them there. They can all form square. He's also got a few units behind the small village here. For what purpose, I do not know. He's retreating for now. It looks like Duke is waiting on reinforcements. But it looks like our battle over here is finished. We're just sort of mopping up the last of the enemy forces. We conquered the hill. It's one of those few times I can remember where an aggressive strategy actually worked. I didn't get caught out this time, as I did in the snow. Yeah, just trying to mop them up for now. We'll be back on the move later. And then I noticed this bloody unit here of artillery. This French artillery unit is not dead, but they are AFK, or as a MIA. The players are AFK. The unit is MIA. Took me a while to find them, but eventually I realized they were in the building. There's a neat little trick that gives away an artillery's position where they're hiding. If you just focus on them and you click like left click on it, and you highlight the unit, it'll show where all the troops are. If they are in a building, they'll be highlighted inside the building. So that's a way to find a missing artillery crew, or your enemy artillery crew. In case you wanted to do that in the future, you couldn't find the arty crew, you want to kill it, you don't know where it is, that's how you find it. And we got Johnny here assaulting the village. He thinks he can take him. England was running a unit here. They just got a unit lined up in the streets just as Johnny approached. That was a solid volley there. They managed to break him. Troops inside the building here won't be able to fire on these guys. Careful of his general, mate. It's pretty close to the battle. We've got a unit here that could be helping out. They could be shooting at those French soldiers right in the gap. He's just turning them around now. that French cav? It is French cav. We've got English cav coming in. What a great side charge on the French infantry, as well as the cavalry. English soldiers on the balcony firing down below. The rest of his army here is taking on Johnny's, which is now outnumbered. Looks like Johnny committed a lot of forces here to that village assault. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off for him. And has enabled the English here to achieve superiority, both in numbers and quality, firepower. Now, we're on our way to help him, but we soon realised that he doesn't really need a lot of help. But we have nothing better to do, so our forces are on the way. I'm surprised he didn't form square. Okay. Well, it's true. Once a unit is engaged in melee combat, they can't really form square anymore, so you got to click that square button just before they're attacked. So this second unit here must have been engaged. That's why they didn't form square. The third one was the only one that was able to form square. Hence why it has. And Johnny's forces one by one are falling. I think, yeah, we took the building. I asked Buzzerd to take that building when I realized the RD crew was inside of it. I spent a little bit of time trying to find out where the hell they were, and then I figured out how to find them. And then Buzzerd took him out. We've got the French general here charging. Oh, they've had enough. Yep, they've had enough. Will the general survive? Will he escape? Looks like he will. Oh, the RD's gonna get some great kills here. Oh, if it can fire again. No, it won't get another volley off. French infantry unit tried to charge in, but it didn't save them. Everyone's breaking now. Only one unit left, and Johnny is finished here. We've got a couple of units left to mop up, and so we'll get that underway. Okay, I've got enemy general there that just fallen. Rules. The Osmanli general here just got taken out. And I think that's it. We got a victory. So, I got 1,559 kills. Duke here, A63. Flux, 2,592. Buzzerd, 1,004. Johnny LeBuffin, 694. SniperSmithuk, 427. Don, 499. And Rules, 764. Now, kill counts here for myself range from 239, belonging to the old Stubbins, or the 45th foot. 2 instead of getting 200 kills, not bad. 4th foot, the Lions. Okie doke. 2 units to watch out for. The rest of them range from 159 all the way down to Zip, the Excellers. I didn't lose any of them. Looks like I had a few fresh units there as well that didn't see too much action, if any. So yeah, pretty happy with that. One of my better performances. I've done some shockers, but that was definitely one of my betters. Thank you to all that participated in the battle. If you want to see your own featured here on the channel, guys, once again, you can send it to my email at ScoutsOfEntertainment@gmail.com. You can post it to me directly on Discord via direct message. You can join my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, and post it there. Or you can simply tag me in the replay you post on the NTW3 Discord as well. This is Micka from Scouts Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Scout Troopers. Catch you in the next Total War battle.